I think I might need to go to the hospital. I need a lobotomy.
The majority.
You actually just
Corridor.
said, you actually just
Corridor.
I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face, bro. What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Hear Me Out. Big old episode number fucking 10. The big goal we've had for so long. And I think for episode 10, we kind of wanted to throw it back to some things that were talked about, that were mentioned in an episode that may never see the light of day. We've brought it up before. We're bringing it up again. But I think we're going to run it back and kind of discuss some of those things as a bit of a celebration hitting episode 10. First of all, gentlemen, I've enjoyed recording the last 9 episodes. I think it'll continue for at least this one. So it's been a pleasure doing this with you guys. I'm glad we finally came around to it.
Yeah, I think we've got at least 10 more in us. So if we can keep hitting these milestones, we're doing all right. But yeah, there should be infinite more episodes, right? We'll just keep going until we're old and
Until
gray.
the planet just burns up, man.
Yeah. Until AI does or does not take over the planet.
Yep. Does not.
Does.
Does.
But yeah, I don't know. I would agree. Cheers to you fellas, and it's been a fun ride thus far.
I've enjoyed it. I fucking loved it.
We've really got the giggles tonight.
I can't catch up with you two. Y'all are on
I'm
a different wavelength.
cracking up tonight at the
That's
most
fair.
random things.
That's fair. Well, why don't we run it back a little bit? I know we've talked about this stuff before. I'm not gonna be able to do this.
I'm not on his
You
wavelength, bro. I
guys-
don't know what he's on right now.
You got the fucking giggles.
I really just do.
What's so funny tonight? Oh my
I couldn't tell
God,
you.
bro.
I'm usually on with it, but I don't know what's going on.
Can't talk about it
Why?
'cause I can't do it.
We gonna have to cut it out, or you just can't
Yeah,
physically get
let's
it
cut
out?
it out.
We would.
Yeah.
What?
What is it? Tell me. Yeah, so he was right. We're gonna have to cut that out, but it actually was somewhat funny. I'm glad we worked through it, though, buddy. Good
Yeah,
to
I
have
feel
you back.
like I feel better.
You feel like you really processed that one?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a changed person.
Really
now.
got it out of your system?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll see. We'll see how long that lasts.
I just went right back to what I was doing. Just now immediately. But yeah, I don't know. Today's a special one. I'm excited to do this. I don't know if we've already kind of set the bar on what we're thinking about doing, but I think we're
Yeah, let's run it back to the beginning a little bit. The beginning of us three knuckleheads fucking
words. I think the goal tonight is to reintroduce a thought that was from the beginning of how we got here. I think the idea and the cool part about tonight would be to emphasize our origin story in a way of coming out here out west and our ideologies for being here. And then I guess the story of how we all kind of met from there, and yeah, we'll just go from there and won't say too much now, but let's start with you, Pete. Why don't you tell us a bit, rewind the tape, take us back to whenever the moment was that you sparked the passion and drive to move across the country to Colorado.
Yeah, so I think it starts like 24 years ago, in a gas station bathroom. That's where I popped out, slid across the floor. And ever since then, I haven't been able to hold a thought for more than 30 seconds because I hit my head pretty hard on the door. But wait, what was the question?
No, you were doing it
That was
perfect.
it.
Okay,
that was
no, I thought
perfect.
so. Anyway, so then we get to age 2. No, yeah. So I guess all of our stories are a little bit different, which I kind of love, and I think that's why we all kind of bounce off each other well, as we offer a lot of different ideas and perspectives on things. But for me, I didn't really know I was moving here until a pretty short amount of time before I was moving here. I knew I wanted to get out of Massachusetts. I had spent my whole life there. I grew up there. I went to school in Western Massachusetts, and then I was kind of like, I was done with that. I was done with the small town vibes. I wanted to move into a city, and I wanted to move somewhere away from Massachusetts. So I was looking at jobs kind of all over the country, and I had an opportunity down in Texas. I had an opportunity here, and I ended up picking the Denver opportunity probably only like 4-ish months before I actually moved out here.
That's wild.
I know you guys have heard this story, but I was talking to my manager before I moved out here. Um, and he was like, "Yeah, you got a place to live yet?" And this is like a month before I was supposed to move. I was like, "No." He's like, you know anyone out here? You gonna like stay with someone?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Have you been here before?" I was like, "Yeah, one time for like 2 days." Like it was very like not well planned out. So ended up in an Airbnb for a month, and then ended up meeting you guys while I was still living in that Airbnb, and the rest is kind of history there. But yeah, I think it all kind of stemmed from just wanting to get the hell out of Dodge.
I think
Right.
that's I feel like that's the one maybe consistency between the three of us was kind of like a change up. I think that's like where it stems from, but
Yeah, change of pace.
yeah, I mean that's pretty damn impressive though. I mean, Luke and I came together, but I remember we met you, it was just you. So, definitely props to you, man. That's
Y'all did the same.
not a lot
It
of
was
people
not
do that
easy.
though, to be fair. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And yeah.
Well, how about you two? Let's hear the story here, because y'all kind of
You probably remember it better than I do.
All right,
you
well,
both have your own story for
yeah,
sure.
we each have our own
Yeah,
point of view. I know for me, Colorado was kind of the pinnacle of like my dream goal to move after. I think when COVID hit, I did a road trip out here and saw like I was in Rocky Mountain and drove through like Denver, spent some time I remember just driving straight through 70 and I was like, this is just sick. And there was nobody out and about and I was like, if this is life out here, then this is perfect. Obviously, there's a lot more people out now than there was in COVID, but it was great. And I think that trip like really sparked something in me. That was like the moment I was like, all right, there's more to life than New England. Not to shit on New England, but from that moment on, I had like an opportunity with work. And I kind of made the decision prior to work. I was like, I'm pretty positive I'm gonna move, and I'll make it work with whatever job. So I started applying out here to a bunch of different uh, firms, whatever you may call it, jobs, and then um, I had the decision to make between staying in New England and going to Denver, and they kind of gave me that offer, and I was like, well, I think I'm just gonna move. Like I don't know, and I remember having a distinct conversation with I had a mentor at the time, and she's a pretty kick-ass human being. I think she's like retired at like 35 right now, and I remember her just distinctly one night being like, all right, if this is the decision and you're conflicted between, Denver, home, wherever it may be, you know, your mom's going to hate me, but, you're probably never going to get that chance again. She's like, if you have any ounce of doubt, like, or any ounce of like you, like, questioning it, that you would regret it, she's like, I would just do it. She's like, just go. And that night I was like, all right, cool. That's it. Like, that was it. I didn't need anything else.
yeah.
So, and then I remember like somewhere along the line, I was shopping roommates and starting to get together this like idea of what I was going to do, who I was going to try to like, or not who, but how I was going to get a roommate. And I remember Luke and I had stayed in contact. He was down in Florida at the time. And I remember just randomly shooting him like a Hail Mary and being like, hey, like, I have a proposal. I think I said, I think it
I
was
think
like
that's
word
what you
for word. It
said.
was like, I have a proposition. And I was like, move to Denver. And he's like, okay. And I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. I didn't know it was gonna be that
Yeah.
easy. And I'll let him tell more of his side of the story. But I just remember being like, all right, if you're real about this, we're gonna start like next week, like spending an hour a week just like together chatting, and then we'll go out and we'll tour some apartments, and then we'll do it. And then yeah, we just did it. We pretty much just set up like calls once a week. I was in Rhode Island at the time, still in school, and he was down in Florida, and pretty damn cool how it worked out. I remember us driving across the country like this, and I had his location in mind.
Yeah.
And we were driving all the way, and I could see where we were, and I was like, all right, this is pretty cool.
That's funny.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll give you your side of the story, and then we can kind of talk about like I'd like to hear everyone's perspective on like first impressions when we got here.
I was gonna ask that too.
But
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your side of the story, Luke.
Very similar. I had moved not so I'd moved prior to coming out here, obviously, like only stayed in Florida for like 2 years. So I was fresh off a move still. But the main thing was like, my parents always told me if you wanted to do something like that, like a big move like that, you just gotta do it, or you'll stay. And I think them moving to Florida and doing that on their own terms, which is what they always said they wanted to move to Florida, that was their goal, and they just did it. And I obviously went with them, and that just showed me like maybe I should just do it. You know, I obviously don't want to stay in Florida forever. I knew that's not where I wanted to land. And coming into here, I know I don't want to stay in Denver forever. Prior to moving here, I knew that. But I was like, if I don't do it now, you know, I'm gonna have a lot less time to do it when I'm older. I have the ability to do it. I have someone I trust to do it with. So I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna go. So it was less like nothing with jobs like you guys. I was just like, I'm gonna go. You know, just fucking go.
Yeah, that's also pretty damn admirable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just to drop everything on a dime from a
Yeah.
text from him.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
And it also puts another state under my belt. So
That's true.
wherever I do end up, I want a couple more states just to say I've been there. I know what that's like. Compare and
lived there.
contrast. Yeah.
Lived in
I've
Colorado.
I've lived in 3 states now, so and from those 3 it's helped me kind of even out the next 2 that I might go to. So I look at it like that.
Valid. It's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Find the things you don't want, find the things you do want, and then helps you narrow it down, right?
Yeah, and I just didn't want to live with my parents either, so no diss to them because my mom hates hearing shit like that, but that's just the truth.
Happens. I
Yeah.
mean, that's pretty like foundational.
Yeah.
We all understand that. But yeah, I don't know. All pretty cool stories how that happened. But yeah.
How'd you guys feel when you first moved here? Okay, let me ask a different question. Was there any point after moving here that you were like, I don't know if I should have done this? Maybe not been like I shouldn't have done this, but been like, oh, I don't know if I should have done this. Like I don't
That's a
know if
good
this was right for
question.
me. Did you
I
ever
don't think
question
so.
it?
I've had like small thoughts, but like the thing that overtakes that is just like whatever regret I would have for moving here, which is very minuscule,
Yeah.
is nothing compared to like what I've gained from moving here.
Mm.
So that doesn't bother me as much. I've definitely thought of it, but no regrets, I don't think.
Yeah.
Very minuscule compared to the outcome.
Yeah. That's fair. What about you? You ever have that thought?
I don't think I ever was like, oh shit, or like had like a gut drop moment. I think when I first got here, it takes me a while to internalize things. Like I won't even know that we did a donkey race until like a month from now.
We did a donkey race?
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't internalize things. Things kind of just like happen and I'm like, they're just happening. So when we first got here, I was just like, this is what I wanted. And I was like, this is the dream. We made the dream happen. Like we're living it.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's just enjoy it. And I never like felt like it was the wrong choice. I think to Luke's point, like it was more so I was excited because I didn't know what was going to happen next. It was like the first like 6 months were just like, but there was definitely like moments where I was like, wait, what am I doing? Like, wait. Like, and I would get like a second of like the hands off the steering wheel and I'd be like, wait, all right, we're here. And I also always had like, I feel like pretty quickly once we got here, we had like a foundation of a friend group and I met you and I always had Luke too. Like, and I think
we
that
both
probably,
did work.
that probably helped me the most of it. That probably why I never had that feeling, honestly, is because I'd come home and like, I'd be like, Luke's pretty much home. Like we're good. So I don't feel like I ever really hit that moment. Maybe like very beginning, maybe like the first month I was like, huh. But it was still like processing. So
Yeah.
I think I was more excited.
yeah,
And like
I think in the beginning,
you
so
didn't
excited.
work because you had like a month or 2 off, so we were just, and I wasn't working either. Well, do you have a month or something?
I only had 2 weeks when
2
I got
weeks. So
here.
that's what it felt
was
like.
a long
It
2
felt like a
weeks.
fucking month for me.
It did
because
feel like
A busy
we
2
were
weeks.
going.
I'm sure.
It felt like 2 months for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were just like, I think we were just like getting stuff in the apartment, trying to make sure it was like, and we were just
Yeah,
trying
it
to
was
meet people.
More
we were like,
exciting.
Yeah.
we were just trying. I remember we were going out to bars, and I was sitting at like Happy Camper, and me being like, "We're gonna have friends," and he's like,
It's our
"Yeah," and
plan.
I'm like, "Some point." We're gonna have-" And we were just shooting our shot at everyone, being like, "Hey,
Yeah.
like, what's your name? Where are you from?" And sometimes it kind of like I think that's how we met like Rory.
That was-
somewhere, and
yeah.
Ortiz. Like we met all these people just like by doing things, but like I don't know. A lot of shots did not hit any targets,
Yeah.
but it was fun. But how about you? How'd you feel when you got here?
I never had that moment of like, oh shit, like I fucked up. You know, I was never just like, oh, this is a mistake. Um, Even like I know I've told you guys this, but like, yeah, I was talking to one of my buddies at home about it too. It's like it was definitely a big transition for me, and like definitely had some rough times like in the beginning, especially living alone and stuff. It was just like I don't know. I went from living with 7 other guys to 5 other guys to just me in like my own little box in a city that I didn't know. So it was like there was some struggles for sure, but at no point was I like I want to give up and go home. No point was I like this was a mistake. It was kind of just like yeah, this shit was gonna be like not super smooth and easy. Like wasn't really supposed to be. That's kind of the point. So like you guys said, like a lot of it was just excitement and like trying to be very much like okay, whatever comes next, like it's probably gonna be fucking cool. Like just be open to anything, right? And I think there is that kind of cool moment of like even if you're in a city or like a new place for like a month or even like going to like college, like those first like month or two is just so cool because there's people that are like either have been there or have gotten there at the same time as you that are finding things to do and they're like, oh, have you done this, have you been here, you've been here, and it's all new stuff that you haven't heard about and you're like, no, I haven't, let's go, like let's go try it out, you know what I mean? Like I think that's really cool. Like and for us it was like I mean, you guys knew more than I did. Even like you'd be like, "Okay, we're going to this bar." I'm like, "Okay, we're going to that bar. Where is it?" and then we'd go, and it was new experience. So I think like you guys said, like that excitement really kind of like overshadows everything else that you feel to an extent. And then by the time that excitement kind of wanes a little bit, I think you're settled enough to the point where you're like, okay, like this is my life now, and like that's okay. Like I'm starting to get it figured out and starting to get some kind of comfort with it. Um, at least that's kind of how it went for me.
Yeah. No, it's cool. There's a lot to process. I feel like when you move to a new city, like it's just a lot of shit
it's
thrown
just
at
like
you.
but it's stimulus, exciting, bro. It's just, like even the highways are named different. Yeah,
it's cool though.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what it's all about.
It's exciting. So, what did I got a question for you guys. What were your thoughts after you had texted me when you were like the first time when you were like let's go grab a drink, and before we actually met each other? What were you like? What were the thoughts? What were the conversations that you guys had
before like I had ever seen you?
Yeah,
like the preconceived notion of
Yeah.
who you were supposed to be.
because all you knew about me was what our buddy had texted you, basically. I don't
This
know.
is
You guys
definitely- I didn't
you
know
might not have
anything,
talked
bro.
about it at all, even honestly, but
I
or thought
think
about it much.
How our conversation was, buddy of mine that I went to college with, friends coming over here.
Yeah,
That's about all I knew.
Yeah, I figured.
That's all I knew.
To
He
be
knows
honest,
definitely more.
I would
didn't-
say like yours was definitely different than the majority of people, but at that time it was probably like every couple of days we were like just having people over, like figuring out like new friends, like
Yeah,
and I think we just were like in the middle of like we had just started meeting like Noah and Will and some of our other friends here, and like I remember getting that text though, and it was a little bit different because our buddy from home had told me that you were similar to like us. He was like, my friend is athletic, he likes traveling, he does random shit, he's cool, he's not weird, somewhat weird. But then
you found out he was lying about that
yeah,
part.
yeah.
He's a nerd. Plays
But then-
RuneScape.
Yeah, loves.
Hey, bro. I gotta cut that out, bro.
But yeah, I think I had pretty good expectations, and the fact that he had the tie to like or you had the tie to our buddy and then home, I was like, all right, this will probably be a good staple of a friend. And then I remember when we met, I was like, I think we had a couple of drinks, and I remember looking at you, I was like, we're gonna be friends for a long time. I was like, we're gonna be good friends.
Yeah.
I was
So-
sold at the New England. If I knew, like, when I found out you're from Mass, I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I fuck with him.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's all
why.
it took.
Even people to this day, if I meet them and they're from like New England,
Yeah.
instantly fuck with them.
I like.
Because I'm like, you know.
Yeah.
And that's usually what I say. And I always
Yeah.
fuck with anyone.
It
And
kind
that's all I
of
really knew. But
it kind of carves like a mentality into, you know what I mean? Like
I really do. I'm like, it's weird.
yeah. I feel like a lot of people think. I don't know. I feel like that's probably true everywhere though. Like you come from the same place, you at
Feel
least
like,
think somewhat the same. But obviously, I guess it can go the other way too, because people have a lot of different ideas for me from New England. So I don't know.
All right, flip it. What were your thoughts when you were about to either meet us or meeting us?
Dude, same thing. I don't know. I was like, this is gonna be an easy way to like meet people. You know, they again come from the same place as me, so I'm like, and again, like our buddy had mentioned. I'm trying so hard not to say his name. I don't know if you'd even care, but you know, I knew we had that kind of like mutual friend. So I was like, if he fucks with him, I'm gonna fuck with him. Like that's kind of how the case has been with everyone else that I had met through him. So, I was like, yeah, let's rip it. But then, like you said, like we went out to grab a drink for the whole crew, and then within like 2 hours,
I think we left them.
they were all gone.
It was just you and me.
Me and you getting fucked up. So
Yeah.
yeah,
they were gone, and then we were just getting fucked up.
Yeah. So I don't know. I had a fucking great time that night, and then just kind of let it rip from there. Both of y'all. So
And we just went out 2 times a weekend and had a lot of sleepovers, all of us.
Yeah, I slept on y'all's floor way too many times.
Yeah, I remember that.
Just really good.
But it did
old
turn into
days.
that like whole thing like because we'd go out every weekend for like a couple months, and it would always be like, all right, Pete will be here in like 10 minutes, then we go out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that was a staple. Like, Pete's
Except
coming
I
over.
was 30 minutes
Yeah.
later when I said I'd be there.
Yeah,
Probably.
but we'd always be like, Pete's coming over, then we're going out.
Yeah.
Like it was never we're gonna meet Pete out.
That's
No,
true.
Pete's
I
gonna
did
come here.
pregame with y'all pretty much
Pete's
every
coming
time.
here. We're pre-gaming, and
That
then-
was
That's
I
true.
didn't
which is
enjoy
like a
that.
whole different, you know.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I liked that we had like done that before. We all kind of got together, the guys, and like spent time and
We
just
play
like
fucking hockey on you guys' table.
I
when
like
you're
kind
old.
of miss that. Like I do.
I agree.
I enjoyed those nights.
It's a lost art.
We haven't played hockey in a minute.
We have
No.
not.
What are you guys up to this weekend?
What?
What are you guys doing this weekend?
Me?
Yeah.
Playing hockey, I guess.
I mean, we do technically play hockey. We play a good amount of shell.
Yeah, same
It's
thing.
just a different type
Get our fucking ass whooped and chill
on rookie mode.
on rookie. Tough luck. Well, I don't know where I was going with that. You know
Yeah.
what? I'll pour myself a little drink.
Oh
yeah.
If you were gonna move to Europe, what country would you move to?
Just Europe?
Yeah,
No.
if you were gonna get out of Denver and you're gonna move to Europe.
Let me look
Where would
up
you move to?
European countries.
Well, I don't know. Were you thinking about somewhere else? Because you had mentioned Europe previously.
I feel like Europe would be the most feasible. Like if I were to look for a sustainable job at this point in my life,
Yeah.
and I was trying to be somewhere close enough to home, like that's not like across the planet. Like
Yeah.
if we were to go back to Southeast
Yeah.
Asia, like I think Thailand or Bali would be sick, but like
That's crazy.
I don't know that I could do that right now. I would somewhat want to be close enough.
Okay, say they came up with super fast speed planes that went really fast and stuff.
Wait, what?
would you live in?
That was
Would you live in
wild.
Thailand or Bali?
I don't know.
Like, okay, what I'm trying to say is, say
You
they
live
invented a
anywhere.
way
In
that
time-
you could
yeah.
get to Indonesia or Thailand in the same amount of time it would take you to get to France. Would you live? Where would you live? Where would you live? If you could get anywhere in the world.
What if they had monorails?
If you get anywhere
like,
in the
like light rails between countries.
if you
So
get
that wouldn't even
anywhere
be
in
a
the
thing.
world in 8 hours,
Yeah.
where would you live?
I think I'd go to Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the farthest possible fucking place.
I think I'd go to Australia. Yeah, I don't know. I think
Really?
that would
You'd live
be-
there. Though.
Yeah, I would love to live there. That's like
Over New Zealand?
that's been the number one place I've wanted to go for my
Yeah.
like
Well,
if
that's
I
why
could
I'm
go
asking
anywhere
you,
in the
'cause you haven't
world,
been there.
it'd be the reef. Like that's where I don't know. Maybe if I had like a year to go somewhere, I'd probably go to Australia.
Okay, what if you had to live there for 5 years?
Then probably somewhere in Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is you can't really leave Australia too easily. I guess if we had the whole
keep
get
think-
there in eight
That's what I
hours
keep
thing.
like. I don't know.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I changed the question up on you.
I have to keep thinking
definitely
about the
did.
time, and that plays a major factor.
Yeah.
Into travel.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that does kind of complicate that question a little bit.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
yeah, a little bit.
Okay. So if you're gonna go to Europe, where would you go to live?
Why don't you start and I'll come back.
What?
All right.
Mine's
know.
I
Where-
can't.
if
I'm
you-
between 3 and I can't pick.
Would it be Europe for you though? Same
Well, I
same
think
question. You
one
can
of- I
get
think
anywhere
that
in the
cons-
world in 8 hours,
It'd be either Norway, Sweden, or Scotland.
even if you can get
What
anywhere.
about Finland? You almost just had the
What
I don't
about
want
trifecta.
Japan,
Finland.
dude?
I don't
You
like
love
Finland.
anime.
It would probably be Scotland.
I feel like you'd like Finland way more than Sweden.
Why is
Finland,
that?
Why?
Finland is like notorious for like the north and like obviously Norway is
Yeah.
too, and
Is
Sweden,
Lapland and
but Lapland's
Finland?
Finland. It's like the reindeer and like that's
It's too
Finland.
much for me though.
What do you mean?
Do you
I need a
think
good
you'd-
fine like lining of it.
Do you think you'd
It's
enjoy Christmas time year round? By
If I-
Christmas time, I mean like North Pole themed land year
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
Year round. You don't think
Yeah,
you get
Do you
sick
know
of
how
it?
bad I want to live in fucking what's it?
Oh, Santa's Village.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, Santa's Village, of course.
Yeah.
Wait, where?
I could celebrate Christmas.
Yeah,
year
where were
round.
you talking
Easy.
about? Where were you referring to?
Well, I've had a glass and a half of wine, but
That's
I
okay.
forget it's in Washington State.
What?
Wait a minute. Watch, I'll find it out right now.
This
Right?
is
This is what I'm
wild.
gonna look up.
You just midair forgot.
Look, no list.
just got taken.
This is what is it? It's like some North
No,
Pole.
don't even say
themed
anything. I'm gonna
place?
look up best Christmas towns in
In
the U.S.
America?
Okay.
And yeah, my mother, I'll die by this because I almost wanted to do this, and I still kind of do.
Almost want to move there.
You more than kind of want to, I think.
I really want to go. Ooh, Gunquit, Maine. It's not
It
bad.
means pretty good.
fucking
Orlando,
crazy.
Florida is not. As someone that lived there, no way.
It's like
This is top 30 Christmas towns too. That's bullshit.
Yeah, apparently this place isn't that great,
Europe-
bro.
Europe's
it's worse
not
than
this
as
place,
bad.
you'll
Orlando.
know.
Europe has got like the best.
I don't know why
like
the
in
fuck.
Germany and like
What? How is
Austria.
Finland that
Oh,
much
there it is.
different than Sweden?
I think so. Yeah.
Leavenworth.
Washington?
Yeah, best fucking.
Okay, I was expecting you
nuked
to know
Christmas
where
town.
the fuck you were talking about.
That was too.
Yeah, just
What?
don't. So it's just a crazy Christmas town. What
Insane.
is?
They just go crazy with it. It's like a religion there.
But year round.
Not yes and no. I mean, you could
It's a
find.
religion, Pete.
Yeah.
Every Sunday
Okay.
they're singing
Yeah.
Can
"Where
we-
Are You Christmas."
But you
Yes.
wouldn't get sick of it.
Nope.
Ever. That's crazy.
That is
If
wild.
listen,
I'm
if
listening.
neither of you living with just him, or living all three of us, if either of you weren't taking the Christmas decorations down, they'd be up all year. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's wild.
Halloween, I've always taken down by myself. Usually,
Yeah.
Christmas, I won't touch until you guys are sick of it, and then I'll be like, "That's fine."
They stayed up for a long time.
They stayed up
we
pretty
had a
long.
dead Christmas tree in that
I
corner
will
for a long
refuse
time.
until
Would you go get?
if you
more-
guys like, okay, let's take it down together. I'll be like, okay, but
Would
I'm
you-
not gonna be like,
It's not.
I'm not gonna do it.
You're
on
never
my
gonna
own.
initiate
I'll be
it.
like, if they're ready to take it down, that's fine.
Okay, so if you lived alone, would you have Christmas decorations up year round?
There'd be traces.
You would
There'd
know.
be things
People
if you
would
came
know.
in, you'd be like, that like the
That should not be
reindeer
up.
reindeer crossing sign
Yeah.
that would be up all
He
year.
has like a advent calendar in April
Every
or,
month.
Yeah.
July.
He's got
I have
He's
a-
like eating chocolates and like
No, I have a drawer of
He
just
has, like,
advent calendars.
12 months,
He's got one for every month.
365 chocolates. Yep, every
You're
day.
looking at it, you're like, why does that calendar only have 25 days on it? Like, what the
Yeah,
fuck is that?
yeah. That would be it.
Yikes. That'd be
That's a
wild.
fucking Christmas decoration right there,
What?
off
What-
camera.
What is
Technically,
it?
it
That's an
is.
ornament.
What is it?
Well, it's not an ornament.
see
Isn't
it.
that what's supposed to? It was advertised as an ornament, right?
What?
Wasn't it supposed to be a
Where?
red ornament? A
Where?
plant.
That's not an ornament. What? It's like a plant.
Are you
Luke.
talking
No,
about
it's, the
Hunter's-
wax is supposed to identify as an ornament.
You're talking about Hunter's
I remember-
crazy self-growing plant that doesn't
Yeah.
need water?
Yes,
The air
yes.
plant. It just
Doesn't
not a-
die.
How
I
about
feel like it's just wax to keep it alive.
no? It's not.
I think it's just to keep
For
the
the people
form of the
listening,
base.
there's a plant that we have in our house. It's like encapsulated in red wax, and it
Yeah,
does
and-
look somewhat
No, and
ornament-like.
it was given to Hunter during Christmas because it was supposed to be an ornament.
I don't think it's supposed to.
And
be
it was supposed to be. I think
I'll
my
ask you right
mom
now.
and
Yeah, I was
Luke.
gonna say,
Gotcha.
I think that they had a inside truce, and my mom said to Luke, "We'll keep Christmas going forever." So she got this never-ending plant that just doesn't die.
Doesn't die.
And you don't need water. It
Tried
doesn't
to
need
kill
water.
it. I poured fucking whiskey. I poured bleach in
What?
that thing, dude.
The
It works
hell?
on
Can't
whiskey.
kill it.
Whiskey makes it grow
No, I
quicker.
didn't actually do that. I promise.
Yes,
Uh,
I have
Wild.
talked to your mother and said, keep it
All right,
Year
all right.
round.
We'll take 5 more.
Anywhere in the world, where would you live? Or Europe, I guess both. I don't
going.
know.
Final answer, Scotland.
Scotland.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, I guess
Would
that
you learn
answers
to play the
both.
bagpipes?
See, that's not even
Is
like
that Scottish? Is that
as a
Irish?
fucking
I should know
child.
this.
No, it's still
I'm
they
gonna
play
fail
bag-
my
They
citizenship
definitely go
test.
crazy. They're crazy the bagpipes in Scotland.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was
But I've
Scottish.
always fucking loved bagpipes.
Bagpipes are pretty cool.
Like even as a kid.
I think
Yeah.
they're pretty hard to like play.
No, but I've always
I'm
like
sure.
loved the
Yeah,
sound
I'm sure they are.
of bagpipes.
I think
Like,
they
I-
sound kind of horrible, but I think
Really?
they're cool. Yeah. Kinda.
Bro. I have a whole
It's just-
playlist on Spotify that's just like songs but with bagpipes.
That's wild.
That is very fucking wild.
And it's true.
That's
You're gonna have
insane.
to.
No, it's not.
We're gonna have to hear some.
It's so good.
It's so. I go in. He's like gaming. That's wild. All right, Pete. Anywhere in the world and then Europe.
Oh, I should have known this question was coming around.
I think Pete
And I'm
picks
not ready
Norway
for it.
or Germany.
What'd you say?
Norway or Germany.
No. See, I think I'd like Germany for like a week.
And then you're like,
Not
this is too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I feel that way because I don't really know that much about it. But where would I live? Anywhere in the world. You know, I've asked myself this question quite a bit. And I think I like the United States of America. But I don't know how true that is. So no, I'm serious. What's funny
It's the
about
way
that?
you said that.
I know. I was
You
kind
like
of phasing
stared
it
off
out.
into oblivion.
I think I like. Yeah, it was like a play. No, I was really just blanking out. I'm kind of struggling to stay alive right now, but that's okay. I don't know. I'm gonna start my answer over again and cut everything else out. Or maybe not the Mr. Kibbers thing. That
United
was kinda
States of
funny.
America.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
change it now. You're stuck there.
No, I'm not stuck there at all. Not at all.
You're right. With these open borders,
I
you can
like
go anywhere.
the U.S., bro, and I've like traveled a fair amount of places. But I would like to live in a foreign country before I actually finalize that answer because I haven't done that for.
United States is amazing.
It is, and it has so
It
much
has-
diversity.
I've shown
Yeah.
him videos before.
Yeah.
You've probably seen them. They're
Yeah.
like those videos where it's like really, like you'll see like a picture, it'll be like temples and stuff. And you'll be like, oh, that's like somewhere in Asia.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like these crazy mountainscapes. Like that's definitely somewhere in that
yeah,
grassy area. You'd be like, oh, that's Scotland. But
yeah,
it's like slides over. And it's like, no, this is America.
yeah.
No, it's America because it has everything.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like realistically, it has everything.
It's a melting pot for sure.
Yeah.
There's just so much in it.
And it's obviously very accessible to me too, which makes it a lot easier. But if I couldn't pick that, because maybe that's a bit of a cop out answer, where would I go? That's a great question.
You can live with me in
I've
Scotland.
been here for a
That
little while.
I've been putting off answering because I
Yeah.
can't think of an answer.
Well, all right. Say you had to go to your first question to me, which I still haven't answered either. But
Yeah.
is you went worldwide. What if it was just Europe? We flip it. You go. You could only live in Europe, one country. Where would it be?
Dude, I really fuck with the idea of Portugal.
I do too.
I think it just looks beautiful, honestly. And the weather seems nice. Obviously, I'd have to learn Portuguese.
That's a sick language though.
Yeah, it'd be kind of badass to learn Portuguese. So I think I'd go with Portugal, honestly. Nice beaches,
Good soccer team.
cool, yeah, good soccer team. What else are they fucking good at? Anything?
Women. Good women.
I wasn't gonna
Man,
say
you're
it.
just
I wasn't
killing
gonna
it
say
right
it,
now.
but that was part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Portugal's my answer for Europe, I think. But we'll have to go and see it to make sure.
Yeah. Before we make that choice.
So we can go to Portugal, Scotland, and what was yours?
That'd be crazy.
I don't know.
Oh, we haven't asked you yet.
Wait,
I don't know.
no, he said. Didn't you say something? Oh no, you switched it back to me because you
Yeah.
couldn't figure it out.
Well, no. I just yeah.
You said
I
Australia.
think if Hunter could
but then we
genuinely
changed the
pick,
question. So, okay, so Europe. Answer the fucking question before I get upset.
I don't know.
I think in an ideal world, Hunter wouldn't pick any. He'd just have a house in every single country and go monthly.
Yeah, I think so too.
or just a van and travel.
A
Would
water-
you really
a water-
like living out of a van for
Yeah,
an extended
for
period
not
of time?
for it'd have to be like a year or two.
You think
max.
you could do a year?
I think I could do a full year. and
Because
I'd
you
be
do
happy.
2 years, 2 full years.
2 would be a lot.
Some of those are nuked.
Dude, that's as long as we've been here.
Yeah, I know.
in
2
a
would be a
van.
lot. A year I could figure out.
Yeah, that's fair.
2 years. Doing.
What?
2 years is too
Am I
long.
making a weird face? Dude, I can barely fucking
You're
stay
like-
alive right now. I'm
Yeah.
breathing manually. I'm fucking thinking manually.
I
It's
don't
like
know.
every time I try to process an idea, I'm turning like 6 gears in my head with my fingers.
I agree.
Are you
I-
tired or exhausted or?
I think I just hit my head really hard at some point in my life.
Might have
Here I
happened
am.
yesterday or today.
It could have. It
Yeah.
could have. Yeah. I think I just have some screws loose. Anyway, what the fuck was your answer to the question?
I don't know. I think. Shit, yeah, I don't know. I think Portugal is a great answer. I'd have to go check it out
Why is
first.
Scotland not a great answer?
Oh,
It wouldn't be my ideal
I
spot.
hate you. He's hate.
he just doesn't fuck with bagpipes, bro. I think that's the problem.
No.
Yeah, I don't
Him
know.
and no one else.
Scotland wouldn't be
Yeah,
my.
it's true. You're.
I'd love to go check it out though.
Scotland.
I think
No, we
I
don't want
know.
you.
If I could plant myself in a city that's maybe not like Athens, but like somewhere in Greece, that would be sick too.
I don't think Athens is it, bro.
I don't either. That's why I say not Athens.
Yeah, it was pretty mid.
I didn't love the city. The islands are
Yeah.
incredible, but I would need a somewhere home base.
You'd want to be on the mainland.
I don't know, but I don't know if I could do like the islands. Like, you know where would be the perfect spot? The best point to put me would be like in between like Italy and right below the Alps. Like, so I'm right on the edge of Switzerland,
The
like
Dolomites.
up by like Como. Because
Isn't that by the Dolomites? that area?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be up
Looks
by like
fucking
Dolomites
gorgeous
and
there.
like right below Switzerland, like right in that area. That would be like pretty cool. Because then you're central to everything too. You're pretty
Yeah,
damn
pretty-
close to Greece too. You're
yeah.
on the outskirts. You're close to those smaller countries like right there, like Austria and Czech, and I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
that'd be the zone. That'd be right in there. I don't
Right
know.
in there.
Right in that
Right in there.
little pocket. In that pocket is.
So wow. So that was a really long non-answer.
We all did really good there.
so
Nice job,
Italy.
boys.
So Italy.
Yeah.
Sort of. The Alps.
I'd want to
But
be
not quite.
the Alps. That's
The
yeah.
foothills of the Alps.
Yeah, I'll just be a hobbit. Says
Okay.
Hey, that's in Scotland.
that's in New Zealand.
No, it's
New Zealand. For sure.
Nice.
part of it's in Scotland.
No,
Is it?
Lord of the Rings was shot in Scotland.
is it?
I swear to God.
I
Not
thought it was
New
New Zealand.
Zealand.
The Shire's in New Zealand, though, right?
It's New
yeah,
Zealand.
but a lot of it is in Scotland.
You
Like
wanna
when
show
they're
me?
traveling cross country.
Show me.
Yeah. Heard a
Pull
lot
it
of it.
up.
I heard a lot of it was in Hartford, Connecticut as well.
I feel like a lot of it's in studios.
No.
A lot of it's in computer processors. Like you use screenagers just on your phones.
Rings.
What are you Googling?
Where was Lord of the Rings filmed?
Oh, yeah, I forgot what we were talking about. Dude,
New
I think I might
Zealand.
need to go to the hospital.
What, you?
Why?
I need a lobotomy.
Skyfall.
What is that?
Skyfall Glen something is where they filmed one of the opening scenes for
Skyfall Glen
What,
something.
Sky
those are
something.
code words. What did
It,
you
I
just say
just
to
said
me?
it. That's Lord of the Rings. They filmed an opening scene there, I guess.
What's it called?
Skylines.
The Lord of the Rings filming locations, 100% pure New Zealand.
That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie.
Dude, you sound like the label of a hot dog package.
100%.
100% pure
Pure
New
New
Zealand
Zealand.
beef, bro.
Nearly 1 in 5 visitors. Yep. New Zealand.
Scotland have been.
Oh Lord, is it New Zealand or what? What the fuck
Yes.
were
A
you?
majority
what
of
did you
it.
just say to me? You
A
just said
majority of it is New Zealand.
Majority.
Scotland does
The
have a couple
majority.
shots.
you
As a
actually just said,
Corridor.
you actually just
Corridor.
He doesn't get that.
fucking punch you in
You
the
just
face,
spoiled
bro.
that to him.
You
That's a
act-
spoiler.
Oh my god,
That was
bro.
shot in Scotland. That was shot. You know that for damn sure. All right, what were you saying?
I'm done.
I don't remember, bro. It was like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, man.
Skyfall was shot in Scotland.
No, it's some fucking Scottish shit.
Huh?
What the fuck is this kid saying to me?
I don't know. He kind of has been saying,
I said it twice.
Skyfall.
He was yelling New Zealand, so that's probably why I didn't hear it. And Hodor is from Game of Thrones, which was Scottish. Scotland.
What is happening?
100% New Zealand. Hot dogs. Get
It's
them
not
now.
100%.
Oh my god,
Get your baked beans, too.
dude! I'm gonna polish off that bottle of whiskey and never wake up.
Please.
Whoa.
Wait.
Wait, hey,
Walk.
take it back.
Wait. Walk. Wait.
Walk.
This is where we're at tonight. Episode 10, folks.
Episode 10, we
the-
were fucking run out of gas.
The rewind of our origin story and the fallout of our brain
And
cells.
100% New Zealand.
And 100%
Pure
New
New
Zealand.
Zealand beef.
Oh, man.
All right.
Huh.
Well, to be fair, me and Hunter did run. We did travel 15 miles by foot yesterday.
Yeah. That was
And-
cool.
And Luke has to deal with us every day, which is pretty fucking tiring. So
Yeah. I know. I feel like I've ran it at this point.
yeah, that's fair.
Pretty much have.
That's fair.
I did train with you guys one day, so technically,
You ran
You
it.
did?
technically, I ran it.
I feel like
Can
you
we
could-
go on more runs together? I kind of enjoyed that.
I did
I'm
too.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Even though it
What
turns
you-
into a me and Pete.
That's okay. It's perfect. We can sneak
You're
off in the
fucking
woods.
up with
and-
that, dude. What's going
I
on
have
there?
fun playing with
What are
it.
you doing? You're playing
You
with
just
your
discover it?
chest.
Yeah, again, I think. Chest cavity?
Oh, found a new body part? Love that. When I found my 11th toe, bro, that was the best day of my goddamn life.
Okay.
You want to see it?
Nope.
Guess where it is?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I know where it is. I think it's sticking out. Bink.
Is this an inside joke?
Nope.
No.
It's his cock.
We're just that far gone.
It's his cock.
I
Love
wish I could say I was drunk, but I'm not. I'm just,
Yeah, I'm really not either.
I'm
I'm
just
kind of
missing
floating.
a few fucking brain cells.
Yeah.
You can cancel it out if you guys get more drunk, though.
I honestly feel like
That's
it's
how it
starting
works.
to work.
No, it does.
Yeah.
It does. I swear to God.
What are you tapping at me for?
I don't know. I've been just clicking buttons on my body. In
Yeah,
place.
bro, you're playing Bop It
He's
with
freaking
yourself
out.
right now.
I know. Huh.
Yeah, that's not the move. All right.
Hmm.
This is gonna be a wild episode.
I feel like our last three have been wild. Think about the two that came.
I think
prior
this
to
might be
this.
the worst. No, I agree.
I don't know. We've had some bad ones.
No, they weren't bad. They're
I
just
was
all over
feeling
the
it.
place. They're probably a little bit.
That double feature, I
they're
got pretty
probably a
fucked
little
up.
difficult to follow.
Sometimes.
I got fucked up in that double feature, and that's for
Oh,
sure.
we know. Yeah,
You were.
I wasn't really sober either, though. That's
No, it
when we
was-
sit and drink for 2 hours,
That night
3
was like
hours,
4.
honestly. Yeah,
That night we were there for like 4 hours on the double.
that's kind of what happens.
Hmm.
We did it to ourselves.
I
That's
need to
okay.
drink more so I can drink more.
What does that mean?
More is more.
You
and
know what I
less
mean.
is More.
I
More
need
is
to drink
less.
more
Less.
and raise my tolerance so I can drink.
I don't think that's a strategy.
Does for me.
What if you just drink
Does for me.
less? Period.
Pussies. Pussies.
What if you just drink water?
I'm staying silent because he was copying me. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
what I thought.
This is not the time for this.
If you guys could live in one world that's like based off a movie or a show, what world would you live in?
Fucking Teletubbies, dude.
Yeah, they did use your baby face for the sun.
Yeah, it was me. Did
That
you know
is
that?
him.
How'd
Did
you
you
know
know that?
No, actually, to answer your question, what's your answer, Luke?
What was the question again? What was the
The
question?
question was if you could live in any. Excuse me. The question was
Oh yeah, Harry
if you
Potter.
could live in any. So you remember the question? If you could live in
Yeah,
any.
there's yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't be Game of
Harry
Thrones.
Potter.
Dude, I'd get so because I'd probably live in the North in Game of Thrones. I probably wouldn't be Targaryen blood, so I'd probably get fucking killed quick.
That's the spirit.
If I wasn't a Targaryen, then
wh-
there's no point. You're
Why
just
don't
gonna
you
die.
think you'd be a Targaryen? You wouldn't want to be a Targaryen?
But you can be whatever you part of whatever
I-
family
Yeah,
you
couldn't
want.
she just
You
be
didn't
one of
say
those?
that.
What
Your
are they,
world.
Snows?
It's your world.
No, you
I'm
just-
thinking it like you're just born in this world. Whatever happens, happens.
Nah, this is your world. You get to be
Nah,
part of
you
whatever
can be a
family
fucking
or
yeah.
like,
You can have a dragon.
Then
yeah.
I'd probably be a
He's like,
Targaryen.
You'd
alright.
be a Targaryen then. Are they better than the what is it? The Snows?
Starks.
The Stormcloaks?
Yeah.
The Stormcloaks. I might live in Skyrim. I might do
Yeah,
that
that'd be pretty sick.
because I'd be a dragonborn at that point.
I wouldn't be a dragon. I'd be a dragon.
I'd be a dragonborn.
He's got a point. Anyway,
That's
that's an option. You could live in a video game world. The Witcher.
no, I get fucked up.
Bro,
She's just thinking about getting fucked up.
Minecraft?
Dun, dun, dun.
Really
That'd be
it'd hurt my
awful, bro.
eyes.
That'd be
What?
god
I feel like it would hurt my eyes.
Yeah, it would suck. I think I'd go crazy.
Everything was just
Think about blocks.
I think
Yeah,
I'd be a
suck.
wizard in Harry Potter.
yeah.
If I
That'd be
had to.
that'd be pretty cool.
What house would you be in?
Slytherin. I have a Slytherin robe, an official Slytherin robe.
Can you wear it one day without telling us? Just
Show
come
up with it
downstairs in
naked.
it.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
What
whatever you
the
want to wear underneath,
fuck?
wear underneath. as long
It's an
as-
official Slytherin. It was $200.
What makes it official?
I totally
First
that
of
went
all,
over my head.
yeah.
What the
What
fuck?
makes it
Where
official?
the fuck did you get this?
The Wizarding World of Harry Potter is
Where
like
did you get? When did you get
When
this?
I lived in Orlando.
You've
I went
never
to Disney
shown
like
me
every
this.
other day.
Did
Why have
you?
I never seen
Universal.
Have you
this?
ever worn it to?
I have it. You've seen it.
You need to go put this on
You've
right
seen
now.
it. No.
Go get it.
Can we make it the thumbnail?
Please go get it.
Just you in the
Please go put
in
it
the
on.
robe.
I need to see
You really
this.
want to see it?
Yes.
Kinda, yeah.
I have
Mm,
2
ye-
wands that go with it too.
Just bring them down.
Bro, get
No,
it
those are
down.
in. I think those are still in Florida.
I have Harry
You
Potter's
actually want me to put
ones.
this on, or is this?
No, I really
go.
want to use. I want to see it. Oh my god!
No
Oh
way.
my god!
Yo.
Official as a wand pouch.
What? That's sick.
Stand in front of the camera. Come here. Yo.
It's official too.
What makes it official?
It's from the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
What does
idiot.
that mean?
Idiot. Fucking.
Yeah, isn't it sick though? You guys want to wear it?
I'm alright.
Wear it.
I can't rock it like you can rock it, bro.
Just put it on.
No, it's all you. No. Dude, it's not my size.
Yeah, it is.
I'm a Gryffindor, bro.
Robes are all-
No, it's not my house. It's not my house. No.
You have to put it on, or I'm gonna.
Oh, it's pretty thick, bro. This would get
It's an
hot.
official robe.
This would get hot quick.
Wait, have him put it on.
Put it on
You
now.
actually might, because you look like you're not a Gryffindor. You're a Slytherin.
I feel like he's a Raven. I feel like Pete's a Ravenclaw.
No, because he doesn't want to fuck around potions and shit.
Dude,
Dude,
he
he does look
Dude,
like a
what's
Slytherin.
that? What's that one scene when Voldemort's like slithering around? I wish I could
What?
have that for robes. You know what I'm
When?
talking about?
No.
I'll show you a front.
He looks.
How do I
he's
clip
a
it up,
Slytherin.
bro?
I don't think Pete's a Slytherin.
There's a place to hold your wand on the inside.
I feel like Pete is
I don't have any more
Ravenclaw.
Boy who live to die, come to die.
I don't think you're Slytherin. No, Luke, you're definitely Slytherin. You, I don't think are.
I am Hagrid. Was he? Hagrid was a fuck.
Everyone says he's a Hufflepuff.
That would
think
make the most
but
sense.
he's not.
Keeper of animals.
But he's
Yeah.
not. He's not.
Hagrid is autistic. Let's talk about it.
Hangs out with little teenagers.
Tell me I'm fucking wrong.
Wait, what?
Hagrid is fucking autistic.
No.
What?
What world would you live in?
I would live in. Can you go next? I don't know my answer
I
yet.
think my answer would be.
Oh, I know. Mhm.
I think the world that would be the coolest to live in if I was part of their family is Peaky Blinders.
Fucking, that's what I was gonna call.
I think that would be sick.
You'd be killed
yeah.
again. That's
If
another.
you're part of
thing.
their family. Fuck it. By order.
You die, bro. There are like 3 of them left at the end.
Yeah, John died.
Fuck it. Cool then.
Spoiler
Who
alert.
else died? Oh yeah, it's
A lot
been
of
out
them
for like
died.
fucking 8
John
years.
Pauly.
What's
lot
the
of-
fucking
How does
cousin's
John die
name?
again?
Fucking dickhead.
The guy that runs the boats or whatever.
No, he goes
he
to
gets him to
America.
go through
He gets
the-
that girlfriend with the eyes that are like this.
Oh, that's the kid. That's what's his name?
I
Pauly's
thought-
son. Paul's
yes,
son.
yes.
I don't remember, but I actually liked him a
Hurley
lot.
did die.
Who, the cousin?
Yes.
He's a fucking dick. I don't like him.
Dude, I thought he was like at least the only one to stand up to fucking.
Yeah, but he made a fucking shitty move.
At the end, yes, I agree. Also, his wife might have fucked eyes, but she's so hot. Just saying.
Yeah,
All right, I think mine would.
that's
I think
I
mine
know.
would be Peaky. I think that'd be just so cool to live in that
yeah.
time zone, that era with that family. It'd be just sick.
That's fair.
Hunter's a
So
gangster.
you have to live in England,
I'm cool with
Yeah.
that. If England had
Then
better
again-
weather, I would live in England.
but it
A
doesn't.
heartbeat. It doesn't.
No. No, England seems cool. I'd like to go to London at some point.
I was supposed to be there for half a year for abroad.
Yeah.
We were gonna be in London.
Bummer.
Yep,
You'll have to get your redemption.
I did, but not
Yeah.
in London.
Did you go to London? London? That's wild.
Everywhere but London, pretty much.
He said, "Fuck
Literally
that."
did a circle around it.
You didn't go
Started
to
in
Ireland.
Norway, but not like that far. But we literally started in Norway.
You curled down.
and just curled around it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Uh,
All right. What's your answer?
fuck. I had an answer and now I can't think of it. Let me think for a second.
It would be Game of Thrones if you actually watched the show, because he would fucking
No, it
love
wouldn't.
that show.
No, it wouldn't, because I've watched it and it's
You'd
not
be in
good.
Slytherin.
I would not
You
be
probably would be in
Slytherin.
Slytherin. Take
That's
the
not
test as an
true.
official test.
Yeah,
Dude,
maybe.
everything's fucking official with Harry Potter, is it?
Yep.
The robe, the test, the
What
fucking.
do you really think you'd be in Slytherin?
I
Why?
took the
Tell me
test.
why. I want him. I know you.
Wait, me? You think
'cause he's
I
a-
would be?
Yeah, you think
Yes.
you'd be-
Why?
Tell
You
me
better say,
why.
'cause I'm
If
a
it
bad
came down
guy.
to it,
We'll both make our cases.
you would probably
Wait,
kill
what was the
people.
question?
I think you'd be off, because a lot of Slytherins do they learn spells you're not supposed to learn. Like, oh, there's no.
Yeah, dude, but I'd be doing dumb. I'd
If
just be
you
doing
could
it
learn
to
Avada
fuck around.
Kedavra or like the
Yeah.
fucking whatever one, you would.
Yeah,
and the Slytherins-
I'd kill the ornament plant.
Yeah.
That's what I'd do.
That
And then
needs
he
to
would
be in
die.
the fucking intro.
Yeah. You're athletic. Believe it what
What does
they
that have
say.
to do with Slytherin?
Slytherins are always better
The-
than Gryffindor when it comes to athletics.
No.
Yeah,
Besides like Harry Potter, like the books, Slytherin was always dominant in like Quidditch and shit. They're like the best athletes.
Slytherin hit it from the back too.
You're athletic, yeah. Slytherin doesn't use condoms. And you like making potions, and that's like what Slytherins do. A lot of potion making.
Did you just say I like making potions?
Yeah.
I seen what you do
You
in
do
RuneScape,
that.
bro.
You're a big potion maker.
If
I've
a
never-
Slytherin was gonna play any game, it would be Minecraft, RuneScape, Terraria.
He knows that's from the test.
And you-
It's official.
Yeah.
It's official.
I want to go back to the whole potion making thing. I
You
don't
like
think I've
making
ever
potions.
made a
You're a
potion
little
You
potion
always
in my
make
life.
potions.
You're a little
I've
potion
never
slow.
made-
You-
No.
I always see you making
Yeah,
potions.
you do. I do see him make potions. I
You're
walked in.
always making
Come
potions.
down here and I just got like fucking glass vials and like steam coming out of them.
I
I'd
don't-
move.
Hey,
Actually,
I
or
would
drink
stay.
'em.
I'm like, have some Eye of Newt. It's good for you.
Oh, what would I be?
Fucking
Ravenclaw,
Hufflepuff.
Gryffindor.
No,
You're tough.
You'd be Gryffindor. You're like Cedric Diggory.
No.
What?
Cedric was an idiot.
Yeah.
Was he?
And Cedric was in Hufflepuff. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying he'd be Gryffindor.
You said he was like Cedric.
Wasn't
Cedric was a Hufflepuff.
Was
No, he was Gryffindor.
I think he was
He was
Gryffindor.
He was Gryffindor.
He was because they were both in the same commons.
Get
together.
ready. You guys ready for this?
Yeah. House. Cedric Diggory house.
Read it out loud for the class.
Griffin.
Yeah, okay.
Griffin Puff.
Griffin.
Griffin Puff.
Griffin. Griffin.
Griffin.
Puff.
Slithin Puff.
Raven Puff.
I want AI to generate me
All right.
new house names for Harry Potter and see what comes
That was
out.
right?
Yeah. What would I be?
I feel like when it comes down to like
You are the get on his head. You're the hat.
Oh, I could.
No,
Just
stay
crawl on
there.
his head.
No moving.
I
You're
don't know. I
driving
think when it comes to
Gryffindor.
like, I think he'd be a Ravenclaw.
You are.
Ravenclaws just love studying. They love like the similar like. No, I wouldn't say travel, but Ravenclaws are like, they're just more. I mean, everyone wants to be a Gryffindor because Gryffindors are the heroes.
I know.
But I think you have those hero traits. But like when it comes down to like actual schooling, if you were in a school, you would be more Ravenclaw because you like learning stuff. You like challenging your mind and like puzzles and stuff. And they're always the best at like puzzles and like figuring stuff out and trying to work around.
I think he'd be the fucking dude with the cat.
Listen, I'm just
I
gonna
feel
tell
like
you
that's
this.
why Pete would be a Ravenclaw because he, like,
No,
I feel
you
like
like that
Ravenclaws
more.
like are the thinkers. Like in the, I am
You're a
in that
thinker.
in that book sense, but like I feel like Ravenclaws are the ones that like figure out the answer. I feel like that's what Pete does. I feel like that's
I
true.
don't know
I
shit
think my
about
point was
fuck.
stronger than what that was.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know either. But I'm just spitting out of my.
He doesn't
I
even
still,
know it.
I still haven't thought of an answer to your question, to be honest.
You're a
with you.
fucking Slytherin. You take the test right now.
I love making potions.
You're a potion.
I'm a potion maker. If you guys had one day to live, what would you do?
Whoa. A whole 24 hours? Shit.
Sure. Yeah. You don't even have to sleep. You probably wouldn't. You're gonna die.
Probably go to strip club, fuck a bitch, I'd play.
That was the first
I'd
thing.
play
That's
MW2
crazy
ranked one last time.
That's crazy
play
priority.
what?
I'm not done. This is
play
like only
what?
4 hours.
You play what?
MW2,
4 hours and
old
in
MW2,
27
2000,
seconds.
2006 or 7 MW2. I'd
Dude.
play a game of that online. I'd play Halo Reach online. Even though these servers are canceled, I'm gonna assume that they'd be active. I'd play Black Ops 1 one more time. I'd kill Mirak one more time in Skyrim.
Well,
And this
how-
is only
how
this is
many
like
hou-
6
how
hours
many-
in.
Okay, we're
This
6
is
hours.
6 hours in.
Yeah.
I would fly to California. 8 hours. I would surf in California.
You got 16 more
I would get
hours.
high in
Okay.
California,
Yeah.
and that would wear off 2 hours later. How many hours do I got left?
That puts you at 10.
10 hours left?
No, 14
Nah, I'm
more.
already
You have
good.
14 more.
40
You're good.
I'm
You
alright.
just call it-
That's more than enough. I
you
got
call
more.
it there.
Yeah.
Just jump off a fucking bridge.
Yeah.
Jump off the Golden Gate. There you go.
Oh, land.
Nice.
Land it good.
The end.
The end. 14 hours to
Damn.
spare.
It'd be a lot of video
14
games.
hours of extra points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. That's it? You'd be content after that?
That's it.
I would watch.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm
There's
just
a
saying.
lot
I would,
there.
I would
Well, I
watch.
know, but
I would watch Dazed and Confused.
okay. So
Willy
that's only
Wonka.
like 2 hours, right? And Willy Wonka?
Yeah, so that's
Only
4
like-
hours.
Yeah.
So I got 10 hours left.
You got 10 hours left. Do whatever you want. You got one. It's your last day on Earth. 10 hours. What are you going to do? You've played 4 video games and gone to a strip
That's
club.
listen.
No, it's solid. I agree. What I'm saying. There's more video games.
I
to play,
would. No, those are the only ones I'd give time to.
too. Yeah.
I'd swim with a dolphin
Yeah.
in California. I'm still in California.
Okay.
That would take like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I would fly to way like upper northern California where there's like still snow.
Mm-hmm.
I'd play in the snow for a little bit.
I feel like you need to
Can
live in
have-
California, bro.
No.
You spent half of your last 24 hours there.
Well, from coming from here though, that's the quickest flight.
Okay.
Because then if I didn't, I'd go surf in Florida, and then I have to fly back up to Maine, which is like 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So then I would go meet up with one of my ex-girlfriends.
All right. All right. We're fucking done.
I'd meet up with all 6 of my ex-girlfriends.
At one time.
Yeah.
Send them all to the same place.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do with your last 24 hours, Hunter? I don't know if you like thinking about these things.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I know what I
Perfect.
would do.
Let's hear it.
It's tough because traveling's hard.
As-
It's
I
not that deep.
think for me, the perfect last day would be waking up in someone of my family's homes with my family and my friends and being with all of them the entire day. And I think that the place I'd want to be the entire day would be my hunting camp. I think I would spend the entire day up there. I'd love to see the ocean, but that would be pretty good if I could get the ocean in there, maybe like a coastal drive somewhere. But I think I would wake up, I'd fish, I'd run through the woods, maybe do a hike on a mountain, and I'd finish the day watching the sunset and having a campfire. And that would be my day.
No sex?
There would be sex.
Oh no, there's not any sex. There's
Well,
no sex
I'd
in there.
include it somewhere. That would be
You're
part of
hanging
it.
out with me and Pete.
Well, I
and
said all my best
boys
friends
back
and
friend.
family and my
Yeah,
love
his
of my
family,
life.
dude.
No, you didn't say I love your life. Did you say?
Sweet.
I said my
Oh,
family. The love of my life
Alabama.
would be there.
She would be. You didn't
Yeah,
count.
she'd
that.
absolutely be there. Whoever I had if I had kids, if I had, everyone would be there. I'd be doing that, but that would be the day. I would just be in Maine.
That's solid.
That'd be it. I would just start in Maine and end in Maine. I'd start with fishing and running through the woods and hiking and swimming, and I'd end it on the campfire.
I like that answer.
Yeah,
And then I cut your throat.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably
Look
honestly.
look at the mountains, Lenny.
I honestly probably would want it to be that way. I'd probably say to like one of my friends or someone, I'd be like,
Just put a shark
go
on the
together.
back of my head.
"What would yours be?"
The That's a crazy duality of answers between you two. Luke started off with strip club and
Oh, I want to get the sex out of the way, and then
Yeah.
like the normal pleasures.
Fair. Both valid answers, 100%. I think I would. I don't know. I have two answers in my head, and one of them is like spend the first like 18 hours with like friends and family, and then just be like, all right, see you later.
What?
And then what?
And then I'd probably just send it off a cliff or something.
What about
You just
the
kill
other
I
6
yourself?
get- all right,
hours?
first. I don't know.
Why
Yeah, so-
18? Like,
Well, no. Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
What?
I mixed up my answers. My brain's not working too well this episode, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. All right. Restart. First 18 hours, friends and family. Last 6 hours, me in a cabin with, I don't know, I'd have a dog theoretically at this point. Me
Just
and my
a dog?
Yeah, me and my dog. My dog knows how to get back home, so you just run off. And then I would just,
Would this be in mass?
18 hours, you'd be like, all right, see y'all later. And then the last 6 hours is just me and Puppo. I don't know. I don't know where it'd be. Probably somewhere fucking pretty. So not mass.
That's valid.
Yeah. Other option is, like spend the whole time with like friends and family, like you kind of said. I want one more cornhole match with everyone.
Damn, I'd have to let you win.
Probably want to swim one more time in a lake. See some mountains. I think that's all I need. I think it's about the people. I don't really care where I am, honestly. I could wake up in fucking Hartford, Connecticut. If I have the right people around, then that's all right for my last day.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
As long as I'm with that crew of the people I love, and that would be perfect.
Yeah.
I didn't get to finish mine, but I think I had like 4 or 6 hours left. That would have been like in Maine with family, probably.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Forgot the wholesome shit.
And then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Lenny shit comes in. Bang, 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 bang. Pop, pop. Oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
don't know. Yeah, I'd probably want someone to just give me the old Yeller treatment at some point.
Let's expand the question. Rather than a day, let's say you have like a full year timeline. And you don't have to I'm not looking for you to go into maybe everything you want to do in a year, because the question is
No
not.
calendar.
Yeah. But what are maybe throughout the year, maybe a couple things that you would the biggest items. So it's not one day, for me, that the simplicities of being in Maine would be all that would be my answer. But throughout a year, I'd probably start wanting to check off some big ticket things.
Mm-hmm.
I'd want to do some pretty cool things. What are maybe a couple things that if you had a year to live and you were at technically you were gonna die because of maybe your health,
Mm-hmm.
but say you had full capability to do whatever, you had full strength, technically you had your full mental capacity.
Yeah.
What are some things you'd want to do? Maybe that's we've talked about something events or I don't know, but what would your answers
How
be?
old am I when this happens?
Right now?
Right now?
Got a year.
From now.
Yeah,
I want redemption on my scuba license,
that's fair.
but I think I'd probably ball out and go for multiple levels of that. I think I'd also want to do skydiving license. I'd want to
That'd
jump.
be cool.
I'd want to A, skydive solo, and B, I'd want to base jump as well, which I think is 2 different kinds of licenses or something. But either way, I guess at that point I could just buy a fucking parachute and let it rip if I'm gonna die anyway.
I mean,
But-
if it's your last day too, you could go out that way.
yeah,
just
so I'd
send
want
the
to
final one.
that's
Just send the final one without it.
Yeah, don't pull the parachute.
they're like, you got your chute. I'm like, yeah. They're like, that's just a North Face backpack. There's nothing in that. I'm like, yeah, I got it. Reach in the backpack, just a bottle of fucking whiskey.
Whoa.
Oh, see you later. No, okay, yeah. So, solo skydive, solo base jump, fucking scuba. I'm trying to think if there's anything other activities I'd really want to do.
Bull running. That I know that's on your list.
Yeah, I'd run with the fucking bulls. Dude, I'd get in a goddamn rodeo with a bull.
That would
I'd
be
ride a
sick.
bull, bro.
That would be
You'd
sick.
end that fucking year real quick.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I'd do that towards the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Not much to lose at that point.
Oh,
That thing will
I
fuck
feel like
you
I would
up.
survive.
It depends how they dude. Sometimes they fucking.
Oh no, 100%. I've seen rodeo like seen some
Yeah.
pretty nasty
Have you
shit.
seen
at
the new
rodeos.
Jackass movie?
No.
He almost died in that.
Oh, yes, I
Johnny
did.
Knoxville actually almost.
Oh yeah,
died.
he got booted by
Yeah.
a
He
fucking
almost
bull,
died
didn't
from
he?
that. Yeah, and it was real, full on real.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even hit that hard. What they were saying, like compared to like
Really?
really like fucking.
No, I went to the rodeo in Denver and saw some dude get stomped. Not great.
No.
Pretty raw. But regardless, okay. I don't know if I'd ride one, but I think I'd be like one of the clowns, or like at least get like in the arena with it, let it kind of run at me, and then I'd jump out.
Do like the.
No, I couldn't do that. I'm probably not slick enough for that. Yeah, dude, it took me. I was so old when I realized that they fucking stab them when they do that. You know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. So they.
Oh, they
okay.
try and hit it.
We're talking about. I don't know what the name for that is.
Matador? No.
No. So basically, it's like when people will have a bull charge at them, they have like a red cape or
Yes.
something that they shake, and the bull charges at them, and they go like "ole," and they move out of the way, and they hit the cape, whatever. Yeah. So that what happens is the bull charges at the cape, and they move the cape, and they stab him.
Really?
I believe so.
I did not know that.
Could be totally making that up.
Huh.
Pretty sure that's the truth though.
Okay. That's something new. Got a new wrinkle in the brain.
Yeah, we'll have to Google that one to make sure. Also, fact checked myself in one of the other episodes, and I was wrong about a lot of stuff, so I gotta stop.
Are you
calling
talking about the
stuff out.
Trojan horse?
Yeah,
I told you. I
Yeah.
said that.
yeah.
I said that.
So it did happen?
Troy existed. Damn, I'm gonna fuck this up again, and then I'm digging myself a deeper hole. Troy did exist, I believe. Fucking Google it. We'll
All right,
Google
yeah.
it later.
All right, your
I don't
year,
know.
your
Some of it's
year.
real, some of it's fake.
We'll go
basically.
back to your year.
There was okay. Anyway, my year. That's all the extreme shit. I guess.
My year.
My year, 2020. Whoa, hopefully not. Actually, my year. Yeah, I get all the extreme shit out of the way. I feel like that's stuff I'd really want to do. I'm trying to think like some more wholesome stuff. I'd want to travel a lot as well, but I feel like I'd mix in like the extreme shit with the traveling. That kind of all mingle together. But then kind of similar to like the 24-hour question, like the last 3 months, maybe just be like spending time with friends and family. Honestly,
Yeah.
But I'd probably drag y'all into a whole bunch of dumb shit with me.
Yeah. I probably similarly, yeah.
Oh, I'd want to go ride motorbikes in Mongolia.
That'd be cool.
Looks fucking sick. A lot of people do that.
What would you do with a year?
Go skydiving with me.
I'd be a wizard.
I'd be a wizard, Harry.
How many times would you go to Disney in that year?
Living in Orlando for 2 years?
No.
No.
You
Oh.
had a year left.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
306.
Yeah, 364 days.
All but the last.
No, it'd be a good amount though. I would definitely go to Universal and Disney at
Yeah.
least 20 times each.
Damn. Okay, what would you do? What
But
else?
that probably those. I'd make sure to ride everything on Disney, everything, and I'd probably go to all like Disneyland Paris or Disney World Paris, Disney World Japan, Disneyland California, Disney World. Same with Universal. I'd probably hit all those countries and all those different places. I would want to surf a majority of America. I'd probably go to Australia and try and surf there because they have some crazy waves. It's like one of a lifetime surfing there.
What about
I would want to
Hawaii?
meet a jaguar, like
Ooh.
full on, like hang out with a jaguar. I'd want to swim with very exotic creatures, probably like not what you usually swim with, probably like great whites,
Yeah.
killer whales.
Jeez.
Shit, if I could, if it was like tame enough, I wouldn't go to SeaWorld. Fuck SeaWorld. I'd probably kill everyone in SeaWorld. I'd blow SeaWorld up.
That's part of my year.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
year.
I would
Yeah.
blow
Kill everyone in
SeaWorld up.
SeaWorld.
I'd kill all zoos.
This is his country.
Yeah, exactly. I'd play a lot of video games.
Yeah.
But I'd want to play video games like certain people. I'd probably like want to play like a world with. I'd probably make a world with you, me, Nate on Minecraft again, like little kids. Play some Terraria and shit like that. I'd probably buy a Harley Davidson and drive across the country.
That'd be cool.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Visit all the state parks doing that probably if I could.
Ooh.
I'd probably just eat and drink and vibe out. I do those major things. Everything I named, I think I would do. And then I'd probably just play it by ear. I don't
Fuck
know.
yeah.
Though. Those are the main things I think of. A lot of surfing.
Yeah.
A lot
That'd
of
be
surfing.
cool. Hell yeah. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Only I do anything crazy. I wouldn't want to skydive. I don't think I want to skydive anymore.
No.
Skydiving kind of terrifies me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't fuck with that.
Mm.
I would cave. I'd probably bring you guys cave dwelling.
Oh,
like do some
that'd be
caving.
cool.
fuck,
I
dude.
really want to go
I'd be
caving.
down for
So I've been
that.
telling
That'd be
him
cool.
I want to go caving so bad.
Depends on how tight.
Pretty tight, but
Oh,
not like
dude,
the
that'd
point
be
where you
the
have to like
worst.
crawl or like squirm.
That.
Not quite that.
That I don't know.
I wouldn't do
I would do
squirming.
it though where you're in like the water, like you have like.
Yeah, and you go like in those deep areas and there's
Yeah.
like stalagmites everywhere and shit.
Yeah,
I do that.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
What would you do with your last year, Hunter?
I think I'd break it up similarly to how you said. I think the first 3 months though I'd break up. I think the first 3 would be just family and friends. I'd be like in like here.
The first 3.
First 3.
Okay.
I'd do the first 3 with like family and friends, and back in Maine, Boston, I'd go up to like it'd be very slow. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything wild. I would just spend quality time. Then I would pretty much say my goodbyes, and I'd say for the next 6 months, I'm going to do some extreme activities, and if I die along the way, then that's okay, because I've at least started this year like this. So then I would probably, for me, I'd want to hit some like major peaks. Like I'd probably start working on some like insane, like I'd want to hit Kilimanjaro. I'd probably shoot for Everest if I was going to die.
That'd be crazy.
I'd probably say fuck it, like let's go rip Everest. Might as well, right? Like then I'd probably do some of what you said. Like I'd probably go do like that whole 6 months would just be traveling. So that way, if my parents or whoever was like, they had at least 3 months prior,
Would you be doing this solo?
I would want my friends to join me probably, or like the love of my. If I was with like my wife, I'd want her to do some, but like it would be extreme. Like I would be testing limits and like riding a line of death for a lot of it. Like I would want to be doing things like pretty. Like I would do like liveaboards out in Southeast Asia and do a ton of scuba. Probably do some surfing, and then at the end of it all, I'd probably come back and spend the last 3 if I survived that 6. I'd probably come back and do a similar, very low key vibe of like fishing, hiking, hanging with dogs, like just very like probably sit on the ocean a lot, and just eat lobster.
I would be eating a lot of lobster.
Smoke a
Yeah, I'd
stogie
get
with my
fucking fat,
friends,
dude.
and yeah, I'd
I would
probably
get
I'd
nuked.
get
I'd
yeah.
probably just want to like hang with friends and family, have sex, get fat, and like yeah,
I'd
play
get
sports,
fat.
sit by the water. Yeah,
I don't know if I'd get fat.
I mean, I
You
don't
think
know.
I'd
you
get
get
pretty
fat?
close. We'd also be pretty
I'd be
active.
pretty
With all of our stuff,
unhappy.
we're pretty active.
I'd be pretty unhappy if I just let myself get fat, but like it'd be nice.
Would you
to-
keep working out?
No. Ugh.
Not to that extent. I think I would, to some degree, I'd be wanting to fit in physical activity, but I wouldn't like have a routine of lifting as much as I
Do you think you would go to a gym? That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't touch a
And
gym.
lift
Maybe
weights?
throughout the year, like time to time, but not like routine like
Yeah.
this.
I do like similar to what I do now, like free weights.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to a gym though. No way.
Yeah.
Not with a
Yeah.
year left. No shot.
Yeah, I think I'm more along that side of. I would still try to do like fit in some sports, physical activity, maybe lifting here
Sprints
and there,
on the
but
beach.
yeah, like something
like
like
that.
that. Like something where
Think
it's
you'd
like
try to do that though, or you think you'd just be like, it's whatever activity I get in, I get in.
yeah.
Based on the
I think
things
it's more
wanna
gonna be
do.
like that. That's what I
Yeah.
would feel.
No
I-
point.
But I would
Like,
try
what
to.
point is there in taking care of your body? If
Yeah.
yeah,
I would just want to be, if I'm lifting or doing activities, I'd want to be always either with someone or like make it purposeful, like in those moments.
would you want to spend any time alone?
Throughout the year, yes. There would be moments I'd want to be alone. Probably the last 3 months the most. But like,
Really?
That's
The last
crazy.
3
Probably.
the most, you think?
or like on maybe in the 6 months while
Yeah.
I'm away. Like that would probably be it. But I
What
don't
about
know.
you? Would you want to be alone?
No, not near the end. Definitely not near the end. I'd probably want to be with my parents most of the days.
Yeah.
And I don't think it would be annoying, like as if that happened today when I know I have more life ahead. Spending all the time with my parents would kind of be like too much. But like if I knew I was gonna die on this day in
Yeah.
like 3 months, I'd be like, no, I will spend all the time in the world right now.
Okay, here's a question. If you knew you were going to die in a year, guaranteed, you knew the date, would you tell anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you tell?
Close family and friends.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
people you're spending time with, you
Yeah.
tell them?
Because people would act differently, and I wouldn't want them to pity me or treat me differently in that sense. Like, but I would want them to maybe make more of an effort. To be
Mm.
honest,
I'd
because
let a majority of people.
I think a lot of my friends and family, either way, honestly, do a great job of that and make time for me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I think if you tell someone I'm going to die in a year, they're purposefully going to travel to you, see you, do things that are way different than the norm.
Mhm.
This is just my opinion.
I'm opposite of that.
Mhm.
I would want people pitying me.
You would want them to?
I would want like everyone coming up to me and being like, kind of showing how they actually feel about me. Because I feel like people
you would
know
or would not?
would.
Would.
Like if I like say you were about to die, I'd probably try and be way closer to you.
Mm.
And I
But
would
that's-
want that perspective of other people coming towards me because I would like want to be like,
But-
seeing how loved I actually am.
But I don't know if
by
that's
people.
like pitied. Like that just seems
think
more
they
like
would be.
caring.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I
I'd want
don't-
to be cared for.
That's fair. I just would not want them to be like
if you were gonna die,
coddling.
I would come. I would wherever you are. I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna try and be there.
right.
And
And
I would
that's what
want
I was.
everyone. I'd be like, because I just want everyone there, as many people as they want.
That's fair.
I wouldn't tell select few though. I wouldn't tell everyone, but I'd
Yeah.
be like, if people,
Yeah.
if it spreads, it spreads, and I would
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
I agree. What about you?
I wouldn't tell anyone.
Really?
not a single soul.
No. Nobody.
If you had a
Damn.
terminal disease, you wouldn't
Yeah.
tell anyone.
Really?
No
That's
one.
crazy. It goes from
You
it's
telling
like
us? You
no
telling us
one-
right now?
no one
No,
to middle
no.
to like all.
I don't know. I wouldn't tell anyone.
I'd be pissed at you.
I'd be Atlas.
I would be.
If you
pissed.
knew
World on
and
my
you were gonna
shoulders.
die in a year, and I knew that whole year, I'd be like, "Fuck you."
I'd be
I wouldn't be
really-
like genuinely
you would
mad.
never
Like,
know
I'd be
that I
like,
knew.
I'd be like, "Fuck you for doing that."
I'd be upset, but I would understand it, and
I'd-
it's your
yeah.
choice. But
Over time, I've kind of come to learn that the people that make time for you, people that want to make time for you, are gonna make time for you regardless. So yeah, there's probably a lot of people I could tell like, yeah,
I
if
believe
I'm gonna
in
die
that.
in a year, they're gonna make time for me. If I didn't tell them that, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'd make
But
it
the
more known. They're like, hey, I want to spend this time with you.
Okay.
That's all I'd say. You know what I mean? Like,
That would be better.
especially for you, like friends and like my family and stuff. I'd be like, hey, like I really want to spend this time with you, and I think that the people that really matter, if they hear that, they'd be like, okay, like sure, let's do it, whatever.
But the thing with that is, like, say you were like that.
Mm-hmm.
If I knew you were gonna die, say if you hit me with that, like I want to spend more time, I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that, but as best as I can.
Mhm.
But if I knew you were gonna die,
Mhm.
and say I had like a job interview on the line type shit,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, no, I'm gonna go to you.
I wouldn't ask that.
But
dude.
like, but exactly. But if I knew you're gonna die, I'd go out of my way to like be with you. But
Yeah.
like, if I just knew you wanted to spend time with me, and it was like, I know I got you, like for a majority of my life, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna try,
Mhm.
but I'm not gonna make huge sacrifices to do that.
That's fair.
But if I knew you're gonna die, I'd sacrifice everything. You know what I mean?
I think that's why I wouldn't want to tell people.
Really?
Yeah,
You don't want those people like just.
I don't know.
I guess that makes sense. I just want to be
I
loved.
understand
I
it.
want to be surrounded by people from
Me too.
all over the place.
100%. I agree, but I don't know. What a fucked up question.
They've
Sorry.
been very, very.
it's been a pretty morbid episode. But
Yeah,
it's
it's my
for 10th
fault, man.
fucking.
But not in a horrible way though. I think it's insightful. Like it opens up your eyes to
Yeah, man.
to like obviously I think we're all healthy right now unless you were trying to tell us something. But anything
yeah,
just
well,
told you I
you
wouldn't
wouldn't
tell
tell
you.
us.
anything could happen, and I don't know. It's cool to it's insightful to stop and think about if everything was on the table, what would it look like?
The way my brain was going with it was, we started with what would you do with your last 24 hours? And then we went on to what would you do with your last year, and then from there you go to, okay, what would you do with your last 5 years if you only had 5 years left? But if you keep extrapolating that, eventually you get to, what are you gonna do?
How much we have left
What are
now?
you gonna do with
Yeah,
your
yeah.
last 60 years of life? you know you're gonna die in 60 years, or hopefully, ideally, maybe more, maybe less.
I don't even
But
think. I think I'll die in less than 6 years for sure.
you're gonna die in some hopefully extended period of time. What are you gonna do at that time?
Yep.
That's what that question is. So yeah, what are you gonna do with your last 24 hours is maybe an important question, but maybe you should ask that every single day, because it could be. Sorry, Hunter. No, you don't like talking about that stuff.
No, I think
That's-
it's I
That's
don't
the way
I
my
don't
brain works.
well no, I don't love the idea.
You don't like thinking about death?
I don't like thinking about death because I genuinely just love life. I love the possibilities that they're endless. There's
Mhm.
endless things to learn. There's endless people to meet, and there's a million stories out there. And I love that, and I would continuously hunt to seek that. I love it. I love I don't love the shitty parts of life, but that's part of it, and I love all of it. I love just life. I just enjoy it. I just love all of it. So for me, the idea of death is just kind of crippling, even though I am religious. It just, for me, I don't know. It's kind of like an end to my heaven. I love being here. So, but I don't know. I think that question though has helped me in the past 5 whatever years, settle with because I'm making the decisions now to counteract what I'm afraid of, which is losing out on the seeing the people, meeting those who have those stories, or traveling and seeing the landscapes and sharing moments with people. I think that living with that mentality has shifted how I feel about everything right now. It's helping, at least to a degree, because I'm doing everything in my power to fulfill the life the best I can.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
As you should, I think. What about you? How do you feel about
Death?
all that? Yeah.
I'm similar to Hunter. I'd say I'm religious, but at the end of the day, I still have a part of me that's it could just go to fucking black.
Yeah.
And that terrifies me.
Really?
I used to be much more scared of death, though. Not as much now. I do have nights, though, where I'm like, fuck.
It's more
Fuck,
scary.
I'm actually going to die one day. And I'll sit there and think about that's kind of fucked.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I also think I would hate to live forever. I wouldn't want to live. I wouldn't want to live forever. Because I would hate to. Because the way I think about it is God forbid, I could live forever if I could. I wouldn't want to live on without you guys or my family or anyone else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think
that
it kind
would be
of
the
fits
problem.
perfectly for me.
Yeah.
But I'm religious, so I believe there is a greater good. But we'll see.
You're more scared of the idea that it's all black and all just goes to nothing.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense though, because if it does go black, God forbid it goes black, there's no heaven, no hell, or whatever. Then I won't know.
Yeah.
It'll be the same prior to the thousands of years, billions of years the Earth's been here. I'll know just as much. It's just I'm not gonna be aware of it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna have that.
Wild.
Yeah.
It's a wild concept to think
It's
about.
a crazy
if it goes
concept.
to nothing forever.
He used to see. You know how he gets bugged by it.
Yeah.
I used to be worse than him, I think, when we were kids, because we'd lay up in his guest room when we'd all sleep.
I remember this.
And we'd turn the lights off and stuff. We'd talk about this stuff.
We would.
And it would scare me the fucking death.
Me too. And
he wouldn't like it either, but
Nate
it would
used to be
always
the one. He'd be like, just close your eyes. And he'd be like, and there'd be no noise. And be like,
this is death.
that's everything forever and ever and always.
It was
ever.
bad, dude. It was
A
bad.
crazy deep thing to say.
And it
for-
happened
And
all the
he's
time,
like,
bro.
and there's no way out of it. There's no ending.
It's inevitable.
It's always and ever, and there's never another anything. It goes on for.
I mean, that's scary. Yeah. 'Cause you're still
Past our
you're still
being, there's
conscious.
nothing. Which is the scarier thing for me, which I overthink about it, is
I try to not think about that.
but yeah.
What was it?
But
Sorry.
we've been billions of years prior to right now.
Mm.
I didn't exist,
Mhm.
and I wasn't aware of it.
Mhm.
But after I'm gone,
Mhm.
that goes forever,
Mhm.
and I'm never coming back. It's done. That's it. I'm gone forever.
Yeah.
At least I had the chance prior to the infinity of not being existing, and being me now. But past this existence, it's done. I'm never coming back again. It's never gonna happen again. It's for the end of time, which is probably unlimited compared to what I've waited prior to being here. If that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
But technically,
is
it goes
terrifying.
both ways. Like,
Yeah, because technically the universe never started. Or
technically, the timeline is you're just here. You got plotted in this point, and it wraps. Like, it's.
but do you
technic-
think? I think prior to
I think I
us-
might be wearing off on you guys a little bit.
No, I've always been like this.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just hate that topic because it just freaks me the fuck out.
Well, because we can't comprehend anything other than
I just
life.
think when I start thinking about nothing forever and always and nothing ever again of anything ever, that is a scary.
That's the main reason why I
concept.
choose being religious, because I'd rather like
That concept is just. I remember the first time Nate or one of our friends said that, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, and I was comprehending what they were saying. I'm like, wait, no, there's no way. Oh, I don't know.
that's crazy thoughts. And
Yeah.
that feels like 30 years ago for me. That was only like 15 years ago. Where
That was like,
not even
we probably talked about that when we were like 10 or 12, and that's like,
15.
12, 14 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck.
That's
That's what I'm
fucked.
saying.
That's fucked.
It goes crazy, bro. It's crazy.
That's fucked. All right.
You-
Pete, talk.
This is when he
Go.
gets out of it. Yeah, this is-
Oh god, he's gonna
I can
start-
go a little bit
Nah,
longer,
I'm
but
fine.
he's out, and
Itching.
then I don't like it much more than this.
No, it's definitely a controversial topic.
It's the coping with like I'm not gonna know either way, which makes me feel better.
Yeah.
If there's heaven, great. I'm gonna be aware of that. If there's not, I'm not gonna fucking know. So I don't care.
I think just living the life we're living is helping me. Genuinely.
I think it's the whole point.
Yeah. Coping with the nothingness. I think if I got to like 40, 50, and I was like, holy fuck, what did I just.
I think you don't learn to care. Because I've talked to like, my grandmother about it. And my mom was really bad around it when she was like, probably like when I was 45, 40. She was really bad about it. And it's just like day and night between my grandmother and my mother. I feel like
What?
once you get that certain age, you're just like at peace with it.
Mm.
And I think
Accept
my
your own
mom's in that-
mortality.
That stage as well. Because she's not nearly, I don't think she's nearly as scared about it either at this
Yeah.
point in her life. So I think by the time we're older, we'll probably be like, have our grandkids, great grandkids, and we'll be like, hey, this is going to happen. But you know what? I lived my life and I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
What's your take?
It's never really scared me. I don't know. Like I said, I think I hit my
You've
head.
never had like a night though where you were like just like alone and you were like, fuck, I'm going to fucking die and I don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
Nah,
And I don't
bro.
know what happened prior to this.
Nah, I mean, like, obviously it felt like existential dread. Like, I think everyone kind of does. Like, okay, what am I doing with my life? You know, like, what am I going to do tomorrow? Or, like, I don't know. There's times I'm like, I had to wake up for work. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I doing this shit? But that feels detached from this is all going to end at some point. It doesn't really bother me. I feel like that's what makes life special.
So, okay, yeah. What
You
you're
know,
saying.
that's what that's what makes diamonds special. They're rare, right? Like there's a finite quantity of them. So what makes time special. There's a finite quantity of it, at least from like our own perspective. So
You don't think you'll be scared when you're on your deathbed? And you know you're on your deathbed.
I probably will be. There's probably gonna be a million chemicals flooding through my brain that are gonna make me feel.
But prior to that, like
all
you're not
kinds of ways.
hospitalized yet. You're just at that point where you're like, all right,
I have no idea.
most everyone I know is dead.
Mhm.
I know I don't have more than 2 years left. Are you going to be scared to that? Like, you're not hospitalized yet, but you're like at that point where like
I think
most
that,
everyone you know is dead. You grew up with, we're dead, blah, blah, blah.
yeah.
You know you don't have much time left. What do you think you'd feel like then compared to now? Saying you live the life you want to live, though.
Depends how old I am.
Old enough to be like aware. Like you don't have like anything wrong with you mentally. Like you're still like pretty.
No, I'm saying like if that happened to me now, I think I'd be a little bit like.
No, I'd say when you're older. Like me and Hunter
Yeah.
are dead. Most of your friends, your parents are all dead.
Yeah, we're
I think that's
fucking
why I do
gone.
this shit.
Like
now.
you're like 80,
I think that's why I
89,
do
90.
the shit that I do now because I don't want to get to my deathbed and be like, "Fuck, this sucks. I didn't do all the shit I wanted to do." But I think if that happened to me now, I'd be like, "This sucks. I didn't do all the shit I wanted to do because I'm only 24. I haven't had the opportunity to yet. At least that's what I tell myself."
But
But-
say you're on your deathbed, you did do everything. Like there's like nothing you can think of
You know,
that you
I
wanted
don't
to do.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how I feel at that point, but I think that I'd like to think,
'Cause that's
or at
gonna
least I'm
happen.
gonna live my life now thinking that at that point I'll be like, I lived a great life. I did all the things that I told myself I was gonna do. I had all these experiences that I didn't even expect to have. And I think at some point you're just content with the time that you got. I don't know. I haven't been 80 years old before, but some part of me
Exactly.
thinks that like maybe we only live a certain amount of time because mentally we're only capable of appreciating that amount of time. Maybe,
Think?
maybe not. I don't
I
know.
don't know. By the time we're that age, the average age will probably be 100
Yeah,
anyway.
maybe someday we'll live to 180 years old. I don't fucking know.
Probably
But
at this point.
at what point do you get bored of life? At what point does it become a little less special? How important is being 24 when you live to 224 as opposed to 84?
Yeah, exactly. Not much.
Well, at least a little bit less. Some percentage less. But I don't know. I don't think we're supposed to know. I don't know. I think
Can't comprehend it.
you're born, you live, and you die. That's the way.
Yeah, I think of it as like a bunch
Atoms
of other
move.
animals too, other than us being an advanced species. I don't think dogs or like cats or deer or sharks or whatever. I don't think they like have that, like the awareness that you might die someday. I think
Yeah.
the time that they die, either whether it be old age or whatever,
Yeah.
I don't think they can comprehend like that. And I think
Yeah.
we got past that, but I think at the end of the day, we probably should, like, I don't.
You don't
I-
think so? You don't think they can they understand that that's gonna happen to them?
Not by old age. I think they just feel tired. I think they just, like, if they die of old age, that's just them being tired. I think if they die as, like, getting eaten or killed, I think that's just a very adrenaline filled, fast
Yeah.
action that they don't have enough time to comprehend that they're dying.
Yeah.
I think they'd be dead before that.
Huh.
I think that'd be an emotion they've never seen before, so it just wouldn't happen like that.
Yeah. Weird.
So I guess I'm trying to say is, like, I don't think animals are born and live their lives knowing they're gonna die.
Yeah.
I think they just live it day by day.
I don't think they think about it.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't think it's a thing that they can
They're not
comprehend.
not really conscious.
Yeah.
At least that we know. So.
So I want to be not conscious. I'm
They
gonna
don't-
hit
they
myself in
don't-
the head till I'm not conscious.
They don't give a shit about that. They just want the next banana.
Mm-hmm. Or the
So
next
that matters
Chipotle
to them.
burrito.
Yeah.
Me.
Exactly.
Me.
All right. I think it might be time to wrap this one
I
up,
think so
fellas.
too.
Well, friends,
This is a depressing episode 10.
it might be. It might be. Not depressing, just insightful.
I think insightful too.
Yeah. It's just a different perspective, I would say. Maybe depressing for some people. I don't think so.
You never know.
Morbid, sure. Regardless, if you enjoyed this episode and you're watching on YouTube, make sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star review. And if you're listening on Spotify Podcasts, make sure to subscribe. We love you. We'll see you on the next one, episode 11, farther than any of us thought we'd get. Peace!